Brian, should LeBron James get a statue in Los Angeles?
I don't think so, not yet. He's going to get his number retired in 3 places. Cleveland, where he's going to get a statue. I believe he will get it retired in Miami when it's all said and done. And Jeannie Buss said this summer it's going to be retired in L.A. That's an incredible honor for Lakers franchise. I don't think he's at statue level yet, but doesn't mean he can't add to that resume. It's not a done deal yet.
Add to what resume? Look at what he done since he done had on the Lakers uniform. Well, I mean, look what he done. He helped deliver a championship, banner number 17, to tie with their rivalry, which is arguably the biggest rivalry in sports with the Celtics. Okay, and then he passed up and broke Kareem's record, the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, in a Laker uniform. Those 2 things alone should have him a statue outside of Crypto.com.
Perk, I love you, but no way, okay? Like, not yet. To Brian's point, he delivers a 2nd championship, then I'm willing to listen to the conversation. But you look at the guys who have statues out there across the street from where I'm at right now. Magic Johnson has 5 championships as a Laker. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 5 championships as a Laker. Eventually, Kobe Bryant will be out there. He has 5 championships as a Laker. Elgin Baylor doesn't have a championship, played for the Lakers for 12 years. Hell, he was a Minneapolis Laker before he was a Los Angeles Laker. So if LeBron delivers another one, I'll listen, but not right now. He will get his jersey retired for sure at Crypto.com Arena, but statue, let's pump the brakes a little bit.
See, George, this is the problem. This is the problem. Again, this is a team sport, and championships should not impact what you do on an individual basis. This is not boxing. This is not tennis. This is not golf. Now, it can help it, but it shouldn't take away from it.
He's only played 5 years.
In a Lakers uniform.
In a Laker uniform.
But again, in those 5 years, correct me if I'm wrong, but he passed up Kareem, he passed up Jordan, he passed up Kobe, he passed up Karl Malone, and he helped deliver a championship with a Finals MVP. With a Finals MVP. That's a lot.
It feels like we're all in agreement on one thing. Kobe Bryant is the next statue, and LeBron James, it seems like it's still, for at least some of our panelists, remains to be on all things Miami Heat. While Perk keeps he-he-ing and keep-keying over there, what do you think of Bam's comments?
No, he lied.
Time is running out. Okay, we're about 7 weeks away from training camp. It's going to be Dame time soon, one way or another. So, and I'm with Perk. He is lying. Okay, I don't care what he says. All right, he knows what's up. And we're going to find out sooner or later, in about 7 weeks, we're going to find out where Damian Lillard is going to play this upcoming season, because the pressure will be on. If for some reason, Malika, he does not show up to training camp, and I don't know if he will or won't, okay? It's all reckless speculation at this point. I think the Blazers would be in a really tough spot for whatever leverage they currently think they hold.
Perk?
I just want it to happen. I just want it to happen. Again, I promise you, I do not want to go into another season. We're already probably going to be talking about the James Harden situation with Philly. I do not want to be talking about the Damian Lillard situation with the Portland Trail Blazers. Can we talk about what's going to happen this upcoming season? And I feel like as long as this keep going, the worse this situation is going to get. Damn it, just get them to South Beach. That's all I care about. Give him the South Beach.
It's going to be really interesting in the next couple of weeks here as Damian Lillard starts to hold events. He has a couple of them scheduled. Surely he is going to be asked what his thoughts are, and we're going to hear from him for the first time. And that is what I am very, very curious to hear. All right, let's check out the top overall 2K24 player ratings. Nikola Jokic is currently the highest rated player at 98. You can see the rest of the list here. It includes Jimmy Butler with a rating of 95. And speaking of Jimmy Butler, Evan Turner, he was feeling some type of way about Butler's rating. This is what he tweeted. He says, with Jimmy Butler, but I respect all that he's done in his career and his upbringing. We all do. But a 95 for a 2K rating, that's type of crazy. But Jimmy Butler, well, he was all smiles about his 95 rating. Take a listen.
I don't know you no more.
Hey, tell him that you're logging his mind so I can get on.
95 on 2K, guys.
Jimmy sees no issues with his rating. Once again, you could take a look here. The highest rated players in NBA 2K 24. Nikola Jokic leads the way. So I want to bring Brian Windhorst, George Sedano, and Big Perk back into the conversation. Brian, I know it's 2K ratings. It's not necessarily exactly what we see on the floor, but what was your reaction to this back and forth with Jimmy Butler?
Well, I always love any sort of back and forth in August. We need it as NBA followers.
Amen.
But the thing about Jimmy Butler is he's a 95 kind of when you need it. He may not be a 95 in November. He may not be a 95 in February. But he's been a 95 in May and June a lot in his career. So I'm not going to quibble with it, frankly, because I don't want to be on the wrong side of Jimmy Butler.
Right. I mean, haven't we learned our lesson by now? But it feels like, if I may, George, I would rather have someone who's a 95 in June than someone who's a 95 in December. That feels like the definition of what 95 should be.
100%. And look, all those players are great. Nikola Jokic deserves to be the #1 guy at 98. But as far as Jimmy's concerned, the other two guys that are 95 with him haven't been to 2 finals. That's all I'm saying. So.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Perk. We know that we've had Ronnie 2K on our show. We've had players have some feelings about that. How much do players around the league actually care about this rating? Because it feels like it's kind of a lot.
Oh, they do. They do. I cared about my rating. I think my highest rating on NBA 2K was a 78. I was pissed, but I didn't have access to Ronnie 2K like that. It wasn't social media at the time, but it's all good.
We'll work on making some calls, see if we can retroactively up your rating, up your ranking in that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.